So, welcome back. Hoping you're having a fabulous day here today. It's been basically, this is my third day now of playing Tower of God here. And seeing it. So, currently, I'm at 420. I know what a stage to stop at. But that is currently where I'm at on the ranking over here. I do want to talk about this, right, because I was jumping my progression on my other account first, just to see. So, and I wanted to mention this mainly because I did make a mistakes video last, which I do recommend you check out. So you have like the kind of gist of things you want to get done in the game and things you want to like not miss out on. But the one thing that I wanted to talk about real quick in that video, because I was going through, right, and I know people are still kind of aiming for a reroll account, and that's kind of a great thing. Whatever you may say, I know you may have lost a few days of the game, and you just may not want to do it. But re-rolling for an SSR plus in my two accounts, this is the one that got one. The other one got more SSRs. That's why I kept the account, just to see like the different progression. I gotta say, Evan and whatever SSR plus you may get, because I was hanging out with a few people talking about it, and the other DPS character, which I need to work on pronouncing these characters' names before I make videos. It's literally hell in this game, and a lot of the other games, right? There's always those characters that you just can't pronounce, but there are a few ones, right? You have the Lightning Spear character over here, the Hellfire character over here, and then you have also Karak over here. I can pronounce that one, I can at least do that. But these characters actually, right? So it's similar to Nikkei, which I did reroll the same way. If you're aiming for a character in that game, you're aiming for a Pilgrim, that is that game's variant of an SSR plus. In this game, they're just known as SSR pluses, all right? And yes, re-rolling for one, going for one, may be one of the best things you can do on your account. And it kind of is true that you may have wasted all that time doing it, but it will push you much further and much faster, because currently on that account, I've put in way more time today, seeing how far I can get to, and I barely just cracked over to the chapter 6 mark. And in that time, I was blowing through this account in such a fast time span, right? And I never really ran into the thing where it's like defeat, and then I had to go and level up my characters. I've gotten all the way to 420 from basically yesterday's chapter 3, and just no failures. On the other account, I've been constantly burning materials. If I go over here to the bag, right? I've had to use up most of my materials here, of the coins for the the amplification over here, and then just the loot coin. They call it loot coin here. Another game calls it just gold. I can't win out here. There's so many different names, but in this game, I had to keep burning that on that account to get through. On this account, I mainly have all the ones that I had from the launch still here. I haven't gotten additional ones, so I didn't have to burn through any of those. And again, I'm already at 420, right? On that, I had to burn every single one thing that I had. I had to enhance useless gear. Like for example, here, if I go to my character's gear, which is not good yet by any means, it's actually terrible. And I have to work on the gift system also, which I think I just clicked the wrong one. But yes, with this gear, I had to go through on that account and level up these blue ones when I usually wouldn't, right? On this account, I'm gonna wait now for a little bit. I've blown through all the way up until 420, and I can keep going. On this account, I can definitely keep going. I'm just progressing, and this is what my team looks like. It's not even a max capacity team. I'm just using whatever SSRs I have. And again, these two are the free characters. This was the registration male character. All I really got on that account are these two, I think, and that's kind of it. I didn't even get that much on the account, right? It's just the base SSRs that have been given away. So again, and also it is one of the best things you can also do is using the two characters that are given to you, because you can limit break this character. And it is worth mentioning, when a character gets the dupes, okay, they become a lot stronger. They do. So realize that you are giving them huge advantages in comparison to a lot. So let's say I'm using this character, right? This character is continuously being given to us for this new event. So if I were to go and limit break him over here, I can limit break him again, right? And then I can have maxed out too, right? So let me just do this real quick. But yes, when I do this, I have full maxed out level 2s, and then you will see how much it kind of jumps up in each one, right? So for example, right now I'm getting it at 8 seconds, right? So 80 for 8 seconds. After level 2, it's 10 seconds. Over here, I'm getting it between 180 to 230, and then over here, I'm getting it between, 2% and 2.5%, right? So it's additional buffs, and these buffs are always welcome and always are pretty good. So again, aim for these characters also. Use them while you can, and then also build them if you would like to, because they aren't bad. Both these characters are pretty strong, and with those buffs, you saw my stats went up here, and then over here we get an attack thing over here, and then you'll get more as you level up the character. So always, it's pretty good to use these two along whatever you're rerolling for. So let's say you reroll a very strong one of the SSR plus characters, and then you use these two. They're going to be pretty good to also help out your class. And again, the ones that are given to you are different elements altogether. So again, it helps you kind of build a team that kind of can at least have the jack of all trades, if you will, and that's also there. Correct? So do keep that in mind, that it's something to also aim for using those units on your team, because again, those units compared to also a character that you pulled that may be better, they're maxed out in a way, right? They're getting 3 dupes, not fully maxed out, but 3 dupes is a lot. That's actually very helpful at the end of the day, right? So again, that's there. But the gist of this video mainly is that you do not want to like, you want to take the initial part of the game kind of seriously. So if you want to go and like pick up some characters here and there, invest in the banner with your summons instead of saving those summons, you definitely could, and it will in the long run kind of help you out. If you're playing this game casually and like taking it slow, doing whatever, that you're more than welcome just to like wait and then see whenever it happens and not force the reroll to happen. But I can tell you for certain here that you may want to get an SSR Plus as early as possible, because again, it's not that you'll fall behind, but remember, every single day you have a daily limit of gear you can farm from one stage. You have a daily thing of, if you in the long run aim for a higher PvP rank early, when the payout happens in 7 days, you'll get more gems than somebody else who was actually doing stuff. So again, there's all these like little things that I wanted to mention, but it's not that I'm forcing you to reroll or aim for summoning on the banner. What the main thing is, if you are trying to build your account very well, getting a kind of SSR Plus at the start isn't too bad. And with all the summons they do give you, if you just go through, make sure to collect them all, make sure to log into all that, you get like 5 or 6 multis off the get-go, right? And those multis can definitely help you push towards the entire aspect of getting one SSR Plus character, right? So that is just worth mentioning. And I gotta say, listen, and again, I know I'm saying this whatever, Evan is just a very powerful character. And because of that, you can kind of cheese a lot of content. The immortality, the healing, all of that, it's really good. So that is the main focus I'm trying to get to. But I want to make it clear that yes, it's fully up to you. And it really isn't like the thing that I want to push. But it's just, I re-rolled about, I think like, is it 20 attempts? But because I have BlueStacks or an emulator, I did it like three times per session. So technically it was 60, right? But a little bit more if you were to say. And after all those runs, I finally got an SSR Plus account. So I fully understand why people aren't doing it. And I'm not trying to force that. I'm definitely not trying to do that. But I am trying to say also that you can kind of see that's how the run went. And I'm not like running a full, like really good team. And we kind of breezed on through that. But again, the fact is also true. You're getting a guaranteed SSR Plus after 200 summons, and at a point, you will put 200 summons into this banner. This is just a normal summon ticket, right? This is going to be given through to you through events. You're going to go over here. You're going to get, 30 more in the mail as gifts over the next 3 days if you're doing the login properly, which is, again, for me, this one's going to happen. If you go over here to the event tab, you're also going to be getting 20 over here. So that's already 50, plus the 25 that I have. Plus, as I complete more of these, I think it's altogether going to be 40. So 40 plus the 30, so 70 altogether at 70, plus the 25 that I have. So we're at 100, right? And then there's going to be more given through you through achievements, through other events, through other stuff in the game. So at a point, you're going to reach that mark anyways, and you will achieve an SSR Plus character. So it's also the vice versa is true. You don't have to rush and spend all your time right now re-rolling, doing all of that, and trying to get a character. It's just worth mentioning that, yes, because of one character, and because of that I re-roll that character, it's been a lot easier over time. Like, the game for me is so much different than on my other account just because of one stupid character, which sucks to say, and it is true for a lot of players also who pulled the character, but it is worth mentioning that yes, you will get it at 200. So if you want to just keep investing in this banner with normal summons, not using your gems, you definitely can. And again, always like try to collect as many as you can and see how fast you can hit that pity. And if you are like really looking forward to like rushing that, you can put the gems in, though I wouldn't recommend it because you may want to save for like premium banners or SSR Plus banners whenever those kick into the game, because we don't know how banners work yet, right? We're stuck with the knowledge of only knowing this, and that these are the two banners that we have. While I want to also mention, this banner does not give you any sort of SSR Plus. The only way to guarantee an SSR Plus in this game is to summon on this banner, and probably the premium banners with those launch. That's it, right? So do keep in mind, yes, after a while you'll start getting those characters, but it's up to you. And it is also true you'll get one over here, so just use the summons as time progresses. Maybe over the next 1-2 weeks you might get enough after playing a lot of the game and getting through stuff, because again, the mail is going to give you like 30. We're going to get more through events. We're going to get more through this event also that's currently live. So there are a lot that are just lying around through the game, and we only need 180, so I counted up 100, and then plus the 20 that's already in the game, so 120. We only need about 80 more. We're kind of good to go. So that is worth mentioning too. So keep that up and keep that in mind with everything. But that's what I wanted to mention.